All right, Jags, what's up? Let me talk some shit or wisdom right now. Let me talk some wisdom. All right, I want everybody to I want you to listen up. Now I'm about to drop some wisdom. This is a gem, okay? Now, I want everybody to think about this. Notice, okay, the music that's out right now, everything that's playing on the radio right now, all of the trends that are out right now, that's all people know exist at this moment, okay? You only know the top 40 songs that are playing on the radio right now. You only know the top movies that are out right now. You only know the top slang words that people are using right now. And you are fine. You are just fine with what you have right now, okay? Now think about it. What you listening to on the radio right now, it'll be played out by the time summer comes around. They're gonna have another pop, top of the Billboard charts song that will be out. But even though that song hasn't dropped yet, and even though that new trend hasn't came out yet, guess what? Everybody is still doing okay without it. Everybody is doing perfectly fine without that new dance song, without that new trend, without that new slang word. You still doing good. Am I right? Now check this out. Just like those future songs haven't came out yet, just like those new trends haven't came out yet and everybody is doing okay, likewise, there are children who haven't been born yet, but yet the world is doing okay. Now, everything that I'm telling you is a lesson within everything that I'm telling you. And this, what I'm telling you, will help you out in life. Basically, what I'm saying is, if you was doing okay without something in your life, and you wasn't missing it, and you wasn't in need of it to survive and to have a good day, then guess what? You already proved that you don't need that thing. You can do without it. Now we're going to apply what I was talking about with the music, the future hits that haven't came out yet, and yet DJs are still spinning records. People are still grooving the music, even without that future hit. Nobody is requesting the future song to be played on the radio because no one knows it exists. But yet everybody is just perfectly fine. Now, I'm going to show you something. Now let's apply what I'm saying to your everyday life. If somebody leaves your life, let's say if you meet a person tomorrow, let's say if you meet a woman and you and that woman break up, or you try to talk to a female and she rejects you, or she reject you, guess what? You was fine without that woman before you even knew she existed. You was fine without that woman when she rejected you. Before you even knew her, you was perfectly fine. So if you take that same mindset of what I'm telling you about, if you take this mindset of I was okay before I was introduced to this thing, and I can be okay without it, you can get through any problem in life with that mindset that I'm telling you. You can apply that to anybody. That's why nobody in this world not just for dating purposes, but anybody, any situation. Man, woman, it don't matter. Nobody in this world should be able to get under your skin when you apply this philosophy that I'm telling you. Because before you knew that person who you were allowing to get under your skin, you was doing okay without them. You didn't even know they existed. And you were still surviving and living and happy, which means that person that's making you unhappy, you were happy even when you didn't know that they existed. So why all of a sudden now you allowing them to make you feel unhappy? What you do to defeat it, you think about what I'm telling you right now. Say to yourself, I was doing perfectly fine. I was perfectly okay before I knew this person even existed. So what I'll do, I'll just go back in my mind to that time when you didn't even exist. When you, whoever that person is, whatever the situation is, go back in your mind and say to yourself, this thing does not exist. And I'm going to go back to feeling how I was before I even knew that this thing existed. And before I end this video, let me tell you this. Existence is predicated upon emotions and feelings. Okay? That's what makes an existence reality. When you put your emotions into something, it becomes real. But before you knew something existed, you didn't have no emotions for that thing. You can't have emotions for something that has no relevance and doesn't even exist. So you got to look at stuff through that angle. Like any situation in life you can get out of, mentally you can get out of it by saying it doesn't exist. Just say to yourself, I was fine without this thing, and I'm going to stay fine without this thing. I don't need it. That's how you got to look at life. And with that, you can get through any situation and anything. And again, existence is based upon your emotions feeding into something, putting your emotional energy into something. And I'm gonna do a video on existence to break down what it means anyway. I've been meaning to do that anyway. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this for now. This is a therapy of how to get over situations by not even recognizing its existence. A new person is born every day, and guess what? The world was A-okay without that person existing in this world. And that's why when somebody dies, the world still revolves, it still rains, the sun still comes out, because that person's existence, it didn't make or break anything. It is what it is without them or with them. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section below. And this is Left Side of the Brain. I'm rolling up here to this McDonald's, trying out that new chicken sandwich. I know y'all gonna be like, oh, Left Side, that chicken sandwich, it ain't real. Look, nothing is real. How about that? Nothing is real except the truth, the right understanding to heaven. If this is not real chicken, then it can't affect me because it's not real. You said it yourself. It's not real. It's not real. None of this stuff is real. Artificial food, even your stomach pain or your hunger pain is not even real. It's just a feeling that your body gives you. It doesn't keep your spirit alive. Food keeps your body alive. The body is not what's real. It's the spirit inside of the body that makes the body have life. Food does not take away the knowledge and the value of the things that I'm saying to you right now. Food has nothing to do with that. It's all about, I'm giving you food. Spiritual food is what matters. That's real. What I'm telling you right now, this is spiritual food. McDonald's food, it is what it is. As long as you eat in moderation. But everything else in this world, if it didn't exist and you was okay, you fine without it. And with that, I might let y'all see me order this food. I'm just hanging out with y'all. It's a pretty long line. But yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was contemplating. I was like, you know what? I got to do a video about this, because this is how you defeat feelings of, you know, disappointment and things like that. Because you can only be disappointed by something that you were introduced to. And when you lose it, you feel disappointed. But before you even knew that thing existed, you was doing okay without it. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Like some people can be born without limbs, right? Like without arms or legs. And us who are blessed to have all of our limbs, we look at them and be like, oh, the world must be real hard. But they can't miss what they never had. Until they see other people with arms and legs, you can't miss what you never had. A worm that you see crawling around on the ground, or earthworm, it doesn't miss anything about not having arms or legs. It's an earthworm. It's a worm. It doesn't have the need for arms and legs. So it doesn't miss it. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna make this video longer, y'all. What y'all think? Because I said I'm gonna start doing it 10 minutes because of a viewer request. Someone has said it would be better to keep the videos short. What y'all think about that? Maybe that was an HPB. Maybe I shouldn't listen to that person. Hey, keep them 10 minutes. What y'all think about that 10-minute video stuff? Yeah. It's like, I'm going to give y'all something else. Okay? It's like being in the darkness, right? And you got eyesight. But you never knew you had eyesight because you was in the dark. Okay? But still you had the sense of sight. But you never knew it because you always existed in the dark. Let's just say if someone was in a dark room and they never seen any light, even though they had the ability to see, you don't even know you have the ability to see until you are introduced to the light. Then you like, what is this? I see some new shit. What is this? I see shit. Now I finally see what I was feeling in that dark room. Now I see what I was feeling. It has contour and shape. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, and all of this goes together, what I'm saying is, even the stuff we say on this channel, you hearing this stuff for the first time, and it's giving shape and contour to a lot of the things that you was going through in your life. But this spiritual light is your ability to connect to what I'm saying, is the sight that you had within yourself, but you never utilized it because you was in the dark. No one ever told you about the HPB realm. But because you still had the sense of sight, spiritual sight, when you hear it, you have the ability to connect with what I'm saying. the things I speak about on this channel. You have the ability to connect with it. And when you have certain senses like taste, touch, hear, see, and smell, those senses are inside of you to help you navigate through this world. Taste, touch, hear, see, smell. It keeps you alive. It's all about survival. That's why you have senses. Likewise, you have spiritual senses. And unfortunately, we've been cut off from our spiritual senses. Like, a lot of people got abilities inside of them, but they've been in the darkness for so long, all of their life, in this HPB realm that doesn't require them to see with their spiritual eyes. So you got a lot of people, that's where you get the saying deaf, dumb, and blind. Like, you got a lot of people, they're not talking about deaf and blind in the eyes. They're talking about spiritually. You get what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people, they got these abilities, but they never tapped into it. They got untapped jewels inside of them. But see, that's how the HPB realm is. The way it operates is it neglects you. It doesn't allow you to be you. It neglects your spiritual gifts. And it wants you just to operate upon, slave mode or program mode. They don't want you to, like I said in the other video, they don't want you to question anything. They want you to remain clueless. I don't know how many of y'all saw the other video we just did about the one word that defines dating, validating. The word is validate. And I said that in this HPB realm, as long as you are clueless about things, like the things I speak about, then as far as they concerned, you A-okay. You're perfectly fine in this world. But the moment you wake up, that's when they have problems with you. So y'all got to know that. Something else I wanted to say before I end. Dang, it was in my mind. One more thing I wanted to say. It'll come back to me. But I'm about to end this video. Order my food. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. This is Left Side of the Brain. And y'all know how I am. That thing's still itching me because it's something I wanted to say. Damn. I'm going to just say before the next video. It'll come back to my mind. But I'm about to sign out. This is Left Side of the Brain. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell me what y'all think about this video in the comment section below. What y'all think about that therapy. Let me reiterate that before I end this video. Whatever you come across in life, okay? You were perfectly fine without that thing existing. You knew nothing of it, but yet you still were perfectly fine. So whenever you go through a problem, you got to look at it like what I'm saying. You look at that thing, you contemplate and say to yourself, I was perfectly okay without that thing. As soon as you say that, that feeling of disappointment, it will go away. Use that therapy that I gave you. And with that, this is LSOTB, Left Side of the Brain, signing out.